Welcome to Personality Theories with Professor Mike Jimenez. Today we explore humanistic psychology, the theory that believes humans are not just reacting but becoming. Third force in psychology. Class, isipin ninyo ang psychology noon parang may dalawang boss sa meeting. Una, si Freud. Sabi niya, everything is unconscious conflict. Parang kapag may problema ka, automatic, sagot, childhood. Parang sinasabi ng utak mo, kaya pala, kasalanan ng kindergarten ko. Tapos pumasok ang behaviorism. Sabi nila, hindi, simple lang yan. Stimulus response. Parang aso sa Pavlov experiment. Bell, salivation. Bell, salivation. Minsan naiisip ko, sandali lang, aso ba tayo? Tapos may psychologist na nagtaas ng kamay at nagsabi, sandali lang, tao ito. Diyan pumasok ang humanistic psychology. Ang focus nito, growth, meaning, at human potential. Hindi lang tanong na, what's wrong with you? Ang tanong nila, what can you become? Dalawang pangalan ng bida dito, Carl Rogers at Abraham Maslow. At dahil hinamon nila ang psychoanalysis at behaviorism, tinawag itong third force in psychology. Ngayon ang tanong, bakit ba kinailangan pang magkaroon ng ganitong pananaw? Tingnan natin ang historical background ng humanistic psychology. Historical background. Class, ang humanistic psychology ay na-develop noong 1950s hanggang 1960s. Sa panahon na yon, dalawang theories ang parang boss sa psychology department. Una si Freud at ang psychoanalysis. Reaction ito laban sa idea ng determinism. Ang determinism ay parang sinasabi na ang behavior mo ngayon ay largely controlled ng unconscious conflicts at childhood experiences. Minsan tuloy na iisip mo, sandali lang, bakit ba ako ganito? Tapos sasabihin ng theory, balikan natin ang childhood mo. Tapos ikaw naman mapapaisip, kaya pala, kasalanan ng kindergarten ko. Pangalawa naman ang behaviorism na may mechanical view ng tao. Dito ang behavior ay stimulus at response. Kapag may reward, uulitin mo. Kapag may punishment, titigil ka. Parang aso sa Pavlov experiment. Bell, salivation. Bell, salivation. Minsan iniisip ko, teka, psychology ba ito or dog training seminar? Kaya may mga psychologist na nagsabi, sandali lang, parang may kulang. Hindi lang tayo produkto ng trauma, hindi rin tayo stimulus response machine. Diyan pumasok ang humanistic psychology. Ang emphasis nito ay subjective experience at free will. Ibig sabihin, mahalaga kung paano mo inuunawa ang sarili mong buhay at may kakayahan kang pumili kung paano ka mag-grow. At mula dito, lilitaw ang core assumptions ng humanistic psychology tungkol sa nature ng tao. Core assumptions of humanistic psychology. Class, ito na ngayon ang pinaka-heart ng humanistic psychology. May ilang pangunahing assumptions tungkol sa nature ng tao. Una, humans are inherently growth-oriented. Ibig sabihin, natural sa tao ang mag-grow. Parang halaman na gustong tumubo papunta sa araw. Kahit maliit na butas sa semento, lalabas at lalabas yan. Kaya minsan kapag hindi nag-grow ang tao, hindi ibig sabihin tamad siya. Minsan may nakablock lang. Pangalawa, individuals possess free choice. Hindi ka robot na automatic reaction machine. May kakayahan kang pumili. Kahit minsan, iniisip mo, bakit ba ako napunta sa somewhere along the line, may choice ka ring ginawa. Pangatlo, personal meaning shapes behavior. Dalawang tao bumagsak sa exam. Yung isa sasabihin, wala na, quit na ako. Yung isa naman sasabihin, okay, lesson learned. Parehong pangyayari, pero magkaiba ang interpretation. At panghuli, psychological health involves authenticity. Ibig sabihin, kung sino ka sa loob, iyon din ang ipinapakita mo sa labas. Hindi iyong may dalawang version ka ng sarili mo. Minsan nga, iniisip ko, kapag sobrang dami nating mask na suot sa buhay, kagaka zastu and there's palala. Kaya para sa humanistic psychology, mental health is not perfection. Ang tunay na sign ng psychological health ay authenticity, pagiging totoo sa sarili habang patuloy na nag-grow. Quiz time, class! Ready na ba ang brain cells ninyo? Okay, focus. Here's the question. Humanistic psychology emerged primarily as a reaction against what? Option A, cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology studies thinking, memory, and perception. Parang information processing ng utak. Important ito, pero hindi ito ang pangunahing kalaban ng humanistic psychology noong lumitaw ito. Option B, psychoanalysis and behaviorism. Ito ang dalawang dominant theories noon. Psychoanalysis ni Freud. Behavior influenced by unconscious conflicts at childhood experiences. Behaviorism naman, stimulus, response, reward, repeat. Parang tao ay either controlled ng past trauma o parang laboratory experiment. Option C, neuroscience. Neuroscience focuses on the brain and nervous system. Biological ang approach nito, pero hindi ito ang main debate noong 1950s. Option D, structuralism. Structuralism studied the structure of consciousness using introspection. Historical school ito, pero hindi ito ang pangunahing target ng humanistic movement. So class, the correct answer is option B, psychoanalysis and behaviorism. Humanistic psychology became known as the third force because it challenged those two views and emphasized free will and human potential. Quiz time ulit, class. Ready? Here's the question. The third force in psychology emphasizes what? Isipin ninyo kung ano ang naiiba sa humanistic psychology kumpara sa mga naunang theories. Option A, determinism and unconscious conflict. Ito ang focus ng psychoanalysis ni Freud. Behavior daw ay largely influenced ng unconscious drives at childhood experiences. Important ito, pero hindi ito ang core ng humanistic psychology. Option B, reinforcement and conditioning. Ito naman ang mundo ng behaviorism, stimulus, response, reward, repeat. Effective sa behavior change, pero hindi ito ang main emphasis ng third force. Option C, growth, meaning, and human potential. Ito ang puso ng humanistic psychology. Naniniwala ito na ang tao ay may natural tendency to grow at maghanap ng meaning sa buhay. Option D, brain chemistry. Ito ay mas related sa biological at neuroscience approaches. So class, the correct answer is option C, growth, meaning, and human potential. Quiz time ulit. Class, huwag kabahan. Multiple choice lang ito, hindi life decision. Here's the question. Which assumption best represents the humanistic perspective? Isipin ninyo kung ano ang paniniwala ng humanistic psychology tungkol sa tao. Option A, behavior is fully determined by childhood trauma. Ito ang vibe ng psychoanalysis. Parang lahat ng problema mo ngayon, kasalanan ng childhood. Minsan tuloy naiisip mo, teka, kasalanan ba ito ng kindergarten ko? Option B, humans are passive responders to stimuli. Ito naman ang behaviorism. Stimulus, response, reward, repeat. Parang robot ka or laboratory rat. Option C, humans have free will and strive for growth. Ito ang humanistic perspective. Naniniwala ito na ang tao ay may choice, may potential, at may natural tendency na mag-grow. Option D, all behavior is biologically programmed. Ito naman ang biological view, parang lahat ay nakaprogram na sa genes at brain chemistry. So, class, the correct answer is option C. Humans have free will and strive for growth.